this is Janice and welcome to another design tutorial. This is part 2 of how to design a wedding invitation in Illustrator. So last week we've designed a basic wedding invitation card, and this week I'm going to show you how I'm going to up-level that design and make it really good. So let's continue from where we've started. You can actually create something simple like this and we are done basically, but I like to go a step further to make it a little bit more elegant, and I want the invitation, this middle part, to pop up more. So we'll go a step further and we can create any design pattern for the background, anything that you like, but I'll just do what we just want to follow the example that I've created. So click your brush tool, go to your brushes panel. I'll use the flat point and we'll make it around 2 points. Okay, I think, oops, black, I can see better. So select your brush tool, just whatever shapes that you like. Okay, so we'll group it, and we like to reflect vertically. Let's preview and we'll copy. Make some it doesn't have to be perfect because it's going to go in the background, and it's going to be quite subtle. So you can do this. And maybe the last one could be, you could make it smaller like this. Okay, so it's just basically just a design. We'll group it, and so what I did was I group it, Control G or Command G, and press Alt and press Shift to bring it over the other side, and then I press Control D or Command D to duplicate with the same spacing. So it's pretty good. To group it again, because it's a design and it's not really, as long as you can see the design, it's good. So we'll put it in the middle. And what I'll do is I'll mask it. Okay, so draw a box over the pattern and click the pattern and Control 7 or Command 7 to mask it. So what we are going to do, we are going to send it to back, object arrange, send to back, and we are going to lower its opacity to maybe 20 or 10. 20. We'll start 20 first. Okay. So we'll lock this object, Control 2 or Command 2, and we'll want to have a white background for the words, so the words will pop up. So we'll Control C and Control F, or Command C, Command F, and then bring the object to front, and we remove the stroke and put the fill as white, and then we'll send it to back again. So object, send backward, so it probably goes one step back, another step back, send backward another time. Front. Okay, so we'll bring that to the front. Bring this to the front as well, along with the bears and the hearts. Bring it to the front. I like to have probably maybe the heart or the hearts go here. Go here, yeah. And we'll put some shadow effect for the base. So that's Effect, Stylus, Drop Shadow, Preview. I think that looks good. The color I chose is grey, and we'll put for the effect as well. You can apply Drop Shadow as well. Okay, yep, that looks good. And we'll want to create a brush for this doodle, so we'll drag into it again. Remember, Art Brush. Okay, everything looks stretch to fit stroke length. Press OK. Okay, and we're going to create just a little bit of the finishing touches. Like this. Okay, and make sure you select your stroke and click here so it follows the stroke. It's very sweet. And last but not least, I like to put little pearls around to give it a bit of an elegant look. Pearls around the border. So you just select the or ellipse tool, press shift and scale it so it get perfect circle. We'll just put the fill, very small. Shift and Alt. Alt is to duplicate, Shift is to not move in place. So once you do that, and then Control D many times, so it sort of repeats the step that you've done previously. Okay, so it's like little pearls. We'll change the color to maybe really light. Alright, we shall scale down. Still a bit big pulse. We'll scale down a little bit more. That's good. Make sure you group it. Control G or Command G on Mac. No, that's lovely. Okay. Just all we have to do is just bring it to front. Alright. Make sure you delete this part. We'll duplicate it, so just Alt and let go. We'll delete the parts that we don't want. Yep, that's good. We'll rotate it. So it's shift and rotate. It gives you a, when you press shift and you rotate, it gives you a direct 45-degree or 90-degree angle. So it's very useful, that shift key. Alright, and then I'll just duplicate it. So zoom in. Alright, so that's Control plus or Command plus on Mac. Ungroup it, delete the parts that you don't want. Alright. And I should have made a duplicate earlier, but oh well. It's just how it is. Duplicate it again. There's a bit of a gap here, which is kind of strange. Don't want that gap to be too apparent. Yep. Want that to go on the other side. That's good. We'll just bring the hearts and the bear to the front. I think that's pretty good. And we'll duplicate it for, oops. Let's click out, click and duplicate. So press Alt key, Shift, press the Shift key and rotate. And let's see. Yep. We're almost done. This is just the finishing touches. Delete and delete. I think that looks pretty hunky-dory, don't you think? Very pretty. Maybe I'll maybe for the background, maybe I'm going to just unlock the background. So that's Control Alt 2 or Command Alt 2 on Mac, and I'm just gonna bring down the opacity to either 10 or 15. 10 will be good. So the reason being that I don't want it to be too distracting. I want it just to be a subtle design background. So when the first thing they come to see your invitation card, the first thing they will look at is the base, because the colors is quite striking. It's quite eye-catching, so the colors will usually strike people's eyes first. So you want them to look at the base first, and then your eye is directly going over to the words here. And Anna White and Joshua Brooks will be one of the main focus, and that's what we want. And other looks, I think it looks pretty. So we can just delete this, and there you go. Very pretty, cute, and at the same time a bit of a hint of elegance to your wedding invitation. And that's the end of our tutorial. I hope that you really enjoyed it and that was helpful for you. And so if you are interested in my Hopeless Romantic Toolkit, you can head over to janicedesigns.co, and under shop click on graphics. And at the moment I've only have this Hopeless Romantic Toolkit, but hopefully I will be able to add more in future. So basically this Hopeless Romantic Toolkit has over 100 plus doodles, illustrations, frame elements, brushes and backdrops, and it includes the romantic scene creator. Okay, so you have all these 14 watercolor bears, illustrations. They're really beautiful. It took me a long time to create this. There's lots of hard work and lots of love inside this toolkit. There's different 100 plus, 50 plus doodles and brushes. You also have some bonus cards. Okay, so these are what sort of cards you can create from my toolkit. And you have 24 watercolor frame elements you can use. There are 10 watercolor backdrop variations. You also have 10 watercolor seamless patterns. You also can create and personalize your scene all in one place. So if you have Illustrator, you can open this and then you can create your scene something like this. Yep, something like this here. And you will have 3 pre-made cards included inside this bundle. So it's really good. It's currently on special at the moment. Standard license includes one you can use for your own personal use, as well as one commercial project, and extended if you want numerous projects that you want to use. So head over there right now. This is due to Valentine's season, so I hope you grab it as soon as you can. Talk soon. Bye. If you like this video, do give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel and click the bell button. I'll see you next time.